Hey guys, back again. So this is Seeing Clearly. So this is going more in depth from the lead bounce to the backings bounce. All right, so we're gonna start with. I'm gonna omit the intro, and I'm gonna break down the layers of the violin part, so to speak. So this is inspired by like folk violin, Irish, Scottish music, and this is part one. It's a center track. That's track one. These are the doubles. Excuse me. And then I did the whole bit in chest voice. No articulation, just super straight. It's a bit like a squeeze box at times. So that's kind of like the folky ensemble done all together. You get the idea. All right. So what's this? All right, so this is the claps. So this is inspired by like Moroccan music, North African music, West African music. So it's a bit of a culture combination that I was going for with this one. So check this out. So that's the claps, and that's just me going. So the visual on the video is exactly what I'm doing. You get the idea. And then shaker. So you get the idea. And then we have just a sample of. I have no idea where I got this from. I've just kept it over the years. It's just been around for over like 6 years. So there's that. Then you have like basic percussion sounds in the background, just doing a thing, accentuating stuff. And then you have, alright, so this is baritone, doubled, panned. Now with bass. Very simple formula of unisons, octaves and fifths. Works a charm. And then I can't remember what these are. Oh yeah, just effects. So that's with like an outsider plugin and just basic reverb, the reverb that comes with the software, Samplitude. Oh yes, cool. So this is a kind of like choirish woodwind brass ensemble combination thing that just accentuates harmonies and rhythms and stuff. So check it out. So yeah, I showed you from the intro, which by the way, I was going to say, because that's all the parts for the first intro-y bit. The intro stabs and stuff, all of that are just bits and pieces taken from the section I broke down, and then, you know, moved around, deleted, omitted, and added as such. So I'll break down verse 2 because there's some cool stuff in there. So here we go. Let's go. All right. So we have the walking sample. We have some clicks, some reverse sounding things. Right. Just right. We have an additional muted kick sound. So that's the video that's, you know, doing that, and it's kind of repeated. So yeah, that's that. Sorry, excuse me. Itchy nose. Summertime. All right, so we have verse harmony, which is a repeat of the other one, but on both times. Over and over again. Cool. Baritone. Bass pans. Bass center. Remove the bass pans, and that's the tone. And then added, just, you get the idea. It's quite widened. And then, alright, so that's that. And then I'll show you the BVs that because in the lead bounce I put the BVs in there, so I'll take the lead out for you to hear just what they're doing. I feel about this. Haunts me from a distance. So there's a little automation of the reverb here, where my mouse is. Haunts me from a distance. Can't remember what the reverb is. Oh, it's like a kind of, so the reverb used there, I might get a screenshot for it for you. Is like it's like an impulse response of an old World War II watchtower or spy tower, and it's just insane. It's just insane how powerful it is, how big and vast it is, and powerful, you know. Haunts me from a distance. Same thing over and over again. Wish it stayed back then. There was another double in there. And wish it stayed back then. Cool. That wraps up the well, actually, there's one final thing, just a little fill. Right, classic. So that's what you're hearing kind of lead into the new chorus, is basically all of these sounds. Cool. So that wraps up verse 2. Right, here's the chorus. So basically it's the same patterns, ostinatos, that I showed you in the intro, but we take out the stabby bits and we just have the basic violin pattern, percussion, and like the bass stuff going on. So that's it. But I'm going to show you just the BVs in isolation without the lead. So you have, oh, what have we here? Clearly, the paradigms. I designed my mission to fly. Hey. Cool. So that's the only addition with the second chorus. There's some kind of like reintroduction of the pads. Oh yes, there is a slight harmony change. So what I did, I'll show you all of it together to give you context, and I'll break it down. So just for just for a shift, I had the rhythms to lead into the bridge. So it's all reflected in all the other parts to follow the violins, which are going right. Put the claps in there, you know what I'm saying, right? So, or to basically everyone's following that rhythm pretty much, or on the same grid. So moving on. All right, that wraps up the chorus. Bridge. All right, here we go. So with the bridge, we have the introduction of quite a bit of percussion. I'll just show you that all together. So in the video you see the ocean and the waves. This is actually a wave sample, but the sound of the ocean is not from the video. It's from a different sample. Right. So that makes up the percussion. Right, here's some bass. Oh, this is baritone doubles, I think. Cool, and then we have bass doubles. Cool, you get the idea, and then the bass on its own. And then you got sub underneath that. It's just my voice pitched down, EQ rolled off all the highs. So together you have, and then with the baritone doubles, but bass doubles, and that's the bass section. I guess for me it can never just be one track, you know, with things like bass and just a cappella or just arranging in general. It's never one track for me. It's always 4 or 5 or 3, you know, because I need the only way I can put it in my head is I need the orchestration. I need to have things move around sonically, because each track is EQ'd differently. Each track is compressed differently. Each track is also, in my mind, because I know that it's going to be EQ'd and compressed differently, I sing it differently. So I sing it with accounting for the way I'm going to produce it. So I sing it differently as well. Very slightly, but there is minute differences in the way I sing it. It might not be that noticeable from this kind of position of listening to it after the fact, but if you were in the studio, if you were here listening to me record it, which I might do in the future again, by the way, it's just I don't find it that comfortable, but you know, it's something I can work on. I can set that up again, but basically when I'm in the studio, you would notice a difference in technique and singing style for each part. Anyway, and then I think Just got a whole bunch of effects. So what's really cool about some of those is before I sing a take, particularly with the lead track, sometimes I will just like warm up and just sing a few high notes to get my larynx in position so that it doesn't feel so like 0 to 100. And sometimes if they sound cool, I'll take those little bit warm-ups that I do before the take is starting and just drop them on a reverb track and just have them as a background effect. Works really nice. Sometimes it sounds really cool, sometimes not so cool. It really just depends on the moment. Anyway, so these are like the Take 6 harmony stuff. Here we go. And then I had doubles here for that bit, just to make it a bit more bell-tony, a bit more airy. Kind of felt very lonely. It felt very lonely, you know, with it by itself. So did a few doubles, and then here's the lead BVs, just without the lead involved. Seeing clearly. So again, the yodeling. Seeing clearly, seeing clearly, seeing clearly. Cool little technique. Seeing clearly. Time presentation was misleading for a while. Oh, I missed a track. For a while I approach my reflection. I love what I see. So there's some reverb automation there as well, but I hope you can see what I mean about orchestration, like the way that kind of no pan. Oh wait. Oh, that, yeah. So it's just things moving around the sound world, which is why you should always listen to my stuff with headphones or with a proper sound system. Unless you don't have the money for a sound system. But then, you know, these headphones right here, I use them to record. These are about 30 quid. You could probably find these for about 20 to 30 pounds. Super cheap in comparison to what people would recommend as headphones. But if you just want something cheap with space, ear space, decent sound range, these for sure. And for mixing, I don't use headphones really. I try and steer clear from headphones because it can be a bit weird. All right, that wraps up the bridge. Okay, cool. The final chorus. I'm just gonna look through the final chorus. There is some, basically a lot of it's just repeats of the prior two choruses, but there is some cool stuff to show you in the fact that the lead vocal becomes the backing vocals. So I actually literally took the lead track, copied it over, put it on a new track, compressed it right down, shrink the EQ right to the telephone mids basically, with a little bit of low mid going on, doubled it with head voice. Seeing clearly for the first time, it's blowing my mind. Took that and then added two harms. Oh, what have we here? Seeing clearly for the first time. So they're pitch corrected, and then I went ahead and doubled those top two harmonies 2 more times, which I'll just show you all together. Unpitch corrected for the most part. For Alright, gonna add the pitch correction. Bit of reverse reverb. High. Right. And then I'll add. So these are the doubles of the lead, of the past lead from the first, second chorus. With the chest voice now. Get a little woo in there. There you go, a very simple formula really, this one. I'll show you all the... So basically the percussion of the bridge then becomes infused with the percussion of the chorus. I'll show you that because it's quite cool to hear it all together. Just all together, everything. And it really kind of solidifies the groove by the third chorus. It's really quite infectious. And complete accident. So yeah, okay, that pretty much wraps up the final chorus. All the other parts are repeats. A couple things. Some people have noted that it's in two time signatures. So I want to explain, I want to go a bit deeper into that. So basically, yes, it goes from straight 4/4 to our right. So don't ask where that came from. I was listening to some Irish music, and then I don't know, I was just like, I don't know why I decided to go straight, and it's one of them things. I don't know why I decided to put a I have no idea. It's just one of them moments where nature ordered itself and I just submitted to the order, I guess you could say. Cool. I think that wraps the whole thing up. What else? Nothing else. Alright, cool. Seeing clearly. Take care. Bye.